Okay, good morning everyone, and we're back in the woods again. No surprises here, being a woodland photographer. Have a look at that tree. How cool is he? Yeah, so we've just been photographing him. I've now got a scene, hang on, Mr. Shaw. So I've now got this scene in front of me here, and you can see you've got this tree, really nice. Lots of lovely different colour brackens behind it. There's a nice little patch of bright orange there. You've got the bracken in the foreground, and then you've got these two trees flanking the main one there.
Sorry?
Flanking, mate, flanking.
Sorry.
Check your ears out. So we'll just show you on the back of the camera. Oh no, that's not the back of the camera. There you go. So, oh, actually on this shot, I've actually cut out those two trees either side. But that's kind of a nice view. But I've done, that could go into a square crop, I suppose. Yes, because I would cut off the bottom section here and that top section because that's too bright. So let's just bag this one, I think. So I think, well, I've solved my shutter issues with this, the shutter delay issues, because Dave's just shown me how to do it. I've put the shutter delay on instead of doing the timer. So instead of using a timer, which every time my camera goes into sleep mode, it just switches off. I've got the shutter delay mode on now, and every time, let's have a look. Yes, so it's got a delay of 3 seconds. So basically, you fire the trigger, and then it'll activate the shutter 3 seconds later. It's a slightly different way of doing it to the timer, I suppose. But yeah, that's just got rid of so much frustration for me with this camera. It's, as you know from my previous videos, it's my biggest bugbear with the Z6, and I assume it does it on the Z7 as well. 7 too.
Yeah. On every Nikon you'll have ever owned.
Oh, apparently it's an issue with every single Nikon.
No, sorry, it's that.
Mirrorless.
I don't know if it's an issue, but that shutter delay is available on every Nikon.
Yeah, but the exposure, the timer thing is, I think it's just on the mirrorless, isn't it?
I just read the manual and worked out how to do it properly.
Well, you never gave me the manual, did you? Did that go in the lake as well, or did it? Is it at home somewhere in a drawer?
I saved paper and did it online. Anyway,
so yeah, so hopefully that's solved that problem now. So if any of you out there with Nikon Z cameras, check out the shutter delay. It's not on the I screen, the shortcut screen. You have to manually take it out. So I took out the HDR function, which I never use anyway, because I just manually exposure bracket if I'm doing HDR, and then we put that one in instead. So hopefully that's solved that fucking problem. Anyway, we're gonna move on through. There's some open field oaks that we want to try and, sorry, this terrible filming here. There's some open field oaks that we want to film, photograph this morning. And then I think we're going to try a few different locations. We're going to just have a little mini scout around today, aren't we?
Yeah, although I'm terrified of that field because I can hear those wolves bark.
Yeah, well, Dave's getting slightly terrified because we've got some dogs, like a pack of them, occasionally just start going mental, and he thinks that they're like going to hunt him down and kill him. Yeah, bizarrely. Oh, we did see a deer this morning, a white one, a big white stag. So that was quite good fun. But he was just... Yeah, across the river. Yeah, across the river. I didn't film that because A, I think I needed to focus on crossing the river, and B, it was too dark anyway. So, yeah, well, we're going to move on, and I'll get back to you when we get to the next location.
I said to you earlier, did you watch it? We did a tips one. It's
Okay.
Like, don't do many of these because, to be honest with you, I don't want to give you this information for free.
Brilliant.
Oh, there's another pretentious arsehole. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sorry, Stuart McGlennon, if you're watching.
Oh, is that recording?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're so we found another spot, quite like this. Not sure what this is. We think it's Cosmos.
Ooh.
Is that what you're thinking it is?
Well, I think it looks like it. I don't know if it would be here or in this abundance, but that's what it reminds me of, but I don't think it is.
Right, okay. But whatever it is, it's very green. And it's complementing these very dark trunks quite nicely, actually. That sounded pretentious as well, didn't it?
Nah, you're right.
Yeah, no?
You can talk about
And then
stuff like that.
in the background, I don't know if I can zoom in on this. No, I can't, no. So in the background, there's a really gnarly beech tree, which is just different to all the straight trunks that are leading into it, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if you can even hear me because I've got to get these microphones sorted out. But yeah, so this is a really nice scene. We've got it on, let's show you on the back here. So we're in a 16:9 format, and we're doing 13 seconds at f13. I've got the ISO down to 100 because I don't want any noise in this. So get that focus point, shutter delay of 3 seconds, and away we go. And away. Quoting, was it Bob Mortimer, isn't it? That's his little quote. Anyway, so yeah, that's this what we're heading back to the car. Apologies there for the interruption. I think my thumb hit the stop bit on my phone there. I was holding it handheld and within great hands. So yeah, that bit got cut a bit short. But anyway, we'll carry on. Okay. We are now in a different part of the woods. Well, different woods altogether, actually. And these are stunning. I don't know if you can see. But the colours are insane. Who'd have thought that we're nearly into December and we'd still get these beautiful autumn colours around here? And it seems weird because it's just this, around where we are now, this is pretty much done. But this area here, this section that we're in now, it's like probably about 3 or 4 square miles. It's just like, it must have been, it's in a valley, I think, and it's been a bit sheltered from the elements. And it's just epic colours here, absolutely epic. You got mainly beech and oak, which are always the last to go anyway. I mean, look at this scene down here. This is the shot I'm going to be getting now. Look at that. Stunning. So anyway, we're going to get this shot because I like the path leading down. You've got the beautiful oranges on the, well, orange leaves, not oranges, on the left-hand side. And you've got a bit of greenery on the right, which is quite nice because it separates the two sections off quite nicely. Let's just see if we can get the balance right. I think we're about right there. And we're at ISO 100. F13, excuse the cars going, we're right next to the road here. And
I'm here too.
yeah, and Dave, look, we have a Dave. Let me just see if I can get the colours to pop a little bit more on those oranges. Orange leaves, they're not oranges, Simon. There you go, that looks nice. And also you got the benefit, you got this sort of wet bark on the trunks as well, so it makes the trees look a little bit darker, which goes really nicely with that orange leaves as well. So that's really nice. I like that. Yeah, we got a little bit of a mist here. They can probably see that on the camera. But there is a little bit of mist still about. So we're trying to work that into the shots where we can. Yeah, really nice. Let's keep trekking through and see what we can find. So I've literally moved about 50 feet from where I just spoke to you, and I've come across, well, I haven't come across, but Dave found these, and he was nodding furiously to go in there. So you got this beautiful patch of larch trees, which we now know what they are. Remember in my video a couple of weeks ago where I couldn't figure out what they were, but this is what they are. They're larch, little larch trees, and then you got this stand of beech behind them, and then behind them is a stand of like pine trees or fir trees of some description. So you got these beautiful layers. You got the green of the brambles, then the yellows of the larch, then the oranges of the beech, and then the greens of the pines behind. There's a little bit of sky in the shot, which I'm not 100% concerned about, if I'm honest. I could crop down, I'm on 16:9 anyway, so I could crop that out and just tighten the crop in a bit.
I don't understand.
Sorry.
69 anyway, so I could crop that out.
Siri, I don't know what you're talking about. For some reason, my Siri is also Australian. I have to get that changed in the menu because I quite like the British one. She's got a rather sexy voice. We're in we're in late November, and there are actually midges flying around. It's insane. The weather this year has just been bonkers. So anyway, we're going to get this shot. I've focused on the larch tree at the front of this group. I'm still at f13, so I want to get the depth focus as much as I can through there. So this will be a single shot. I won't have to stack this or anything. 1/2 second exposure, shutter delay of 3 seconds, and there you go. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. Oh, that looks really nice. I might just see that I've just cut out. There's a bit of, might just go to the left a little bit. Yeah, that looks So I had this, there's on this side here, there's a little, you can see it, there's a little larch tree there, and I had that half in and half out of the shot, so I don't like that. Include the whole tree in a composition like this, so I will go for that again. Focus in the middle. There you go. 3-second delay. Boom. Let's have a look at that shot, and that is much nicer. Yeah, that's really nice. Good. Looking forward to editing that one. Okay, on to the next one. Stop recording. So, just waiting for Dave to get a shot of this little thing here. There's a beautiful pair. Let's even get you around to have. Oh, Jesus wept. Man down there. You can see him. Beautiful pair of sweet chestnuts, and they've still got some nice leaves on them. A beautiful pair of chestnuts. Look, Dave's doing an impression of a pig. Yeah, and there's some. There's still a bit of mist behind them. We're getting this very fine mist, but it is showing up on the shot, so it's really nice. So the conditions here today are just absolutely epic. Really, really nice. I'm really glad that we decided to come here today, because my choice was going to go to, look at the larch over there. My choice today was going to go over to on the levels near Langport, where they just flooded the rivers there, or the rivers have been flooded, and they got the overspills onto the fields, and there's some really nice sort of shots in amongst that. But this is definitely by far the better choice to come to. I'm not going to say whose choice it was, but whose choice was it, I don't want to drive with your head bashing against the side of mine on the way back. That's with your huge ego.
You almost say I was right.
I'm going to say you weren't wrong. There you go. Dave has this thing about he's always right.
I'm not.
He isn't, but he likes to think he is. There you go. Well, that's a lovely. What a lovely pair of chestnuts. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow, really nice. And we've got mist in the background. Some nice colour in the foreground. It's beautiful again. Those black trunks where the water's got onto them and made them look really super dark. Really nice contrast that is. Just get a composition. Oh, I don't want to be on F4. I'll go out to F8 on this, I think, because we're fairly close.
What about square, mate?
Yeah, I'm thinking square. I mean, I'm 16.9 at the minute, but I am looking at doing a square. I think square would work. So I've done a 16.9. We'll switch that to a square crop now. Yeah, the square does work quite nicely here, actually. This is what it's about. When you come across a scene like this, don't be afraid to take several different types of compositions. We've got someone in the woods. So don't be afraid to take several different types of compositions with different sort of cuts, 69, FX, DX, square crops, whatever. Because you can always get rid of them and back at the computer rather than not get one at all, if you know what I mean. That's nice. That's lovely with that bit of mist behind it.
Coming back in, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I haven't got the polarizer quite right on that. I'm just gonna.
Bit of light.
There you go. That's just.
Get some light. Why did I move?
Why have you moved? Come back, Dave. Come back. I'm getting backlit on the trunks.
I see it.
Mate, extraordinary. Extraordinary. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, we'll get another shot of that. We've zoomed out a bit. So we're about 37 mil there, I think. Yeah, that's pretty. We got a bit of sky in there, but I don't mind that because we can blow that out a little bit in the editing. But just so nice. What a beautiful pair of trees. We were saying just a minute ago that we live probably 8 or 9 miles from this wood, and I think this is only the second time we've gone into it. And it's like we go hoofing off down to Dartmoor, and we got woods like this around us. It's just crazy. So I think we'll definitely be looking to explore these a bit more now in the coming months, because obviously with winter coming up now, it's not going to be, photographically, it's not going to be the best in the woods unless we get a bit of snow or something, or some nice hoarfrosts. But it'll certainly be a time to do a bit of exploration and a bit of yeah, marking some waypoints on these trees. By the way, update on the Apple Watch. Really pleased with it. It's doing everything I want it to. It's a lovely bit of kit. Not had any marks or damage to it yet, and I'm quite robust with my watches. So they do tend to get a bit of a battering, obviously with the job I do, and yeah, swinging my hoofing great arms around. It's yeah, they do tend to get a bit damaged, but it's doing everything I want it to, this watch, so I'm really pleased with it so far. Yeah, right, I think we've got this scene, so we're going to push. Yeah, so Dave's just asked me if I've met Mike Hock in the woods. I'm not falling for that trap.
He's a stand-up guy.
He's easy now. He wears a hat a lot, doesn't he?
No, he's more of a fireman. He's got a helmet.
Oh, is he? Oh, right, okay. There we are.
Break that barrel anymore?
Hey?
Break that barrel anymore?
Ah. He wears. He's got a couple of big round shoes, hasn't he? Ha ha! Look at the colour on that little thing there.
What, Mike Cock?
No, not my cock. Stop it. Yeah, so I think we're going to head to a different part of the woods.
I think so, mate.
Came to a bit of a dead end there, so
I mean, what can you do with this? There's nothing you can do
Right.
with this because
just nothing. Shockingly bad.
yeah, it's pretty poor.
Okay, so we've moved to a slightly further up the woods now. We're in still the same sort of section, but we've just followed a different path. And we've come across this, which is a stunning young beech tree just climbing up next to the side of this. Some sort of pine. Not sure what. These aren't redwoods, are they? No, it's some kind of pine. But you find this a lot in the woods where we get these mixture of pine and beech, especially around here, where you get these little young beech trees. They sort of cling to the side of these pines. It's almost like the pines sort of sheltering them and giving them a bit of mothering. But yeah, this colour on that is just, I mean, it's insane. Absolutely insane. That is such nice colours. And you've got the brown, the bracken, a bit of green interspersed amongst it. It's nice. You've got a little green fir tree just off to the left of this scene. Behind there's another pine with another beech tree, which is just adding to that splash of yellow, golden yellow colour. And there's almost like a little pathway leading off at the top there into the trees. So there's very little sky in the shot, which is what I like. We don't like the sky in the shot. Oh, the tripod's moving. I haven't got that secure. So 3 second delay. I think we're still f13. Seems to be in the aperture today. It's f13 and 1.3 seconds and ISO 100. Lovely shot. What do you think, Dave?
Banger.
It's a banger, isn't it?
It's a banger.
Oh, we've been disturbing some woodcock around here as well. So it's a shame I didn't bring the shotgun with me. Could have had some nice tea. Woodcock edible? Is that a game bird?
It is a game bird, but
Yeah.
I don't think you'd want to do that.
No?
Yeah,
Why not?
that's a bit mean, isn't it?
Well,
Lovely
not if
woodcock.
you eat them.
Plus, I tell you what, you'd be a good shot if you hit a woodcock. The speed they go.
Well, yeah, I used to be a good shot, but I probably not so much anymore with my eyes and my reaction times.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, I'll be honest, I haven't done shooting for years. So God knows what I'd be like nowadays. I'll probably shoot Dave, which...
Well, I wouldn't be with you if you were shooting.
Huh?
I wouldn't hang out with you if you were still shooting.
Would you not?
No, it's against my ethics.
Yeah, well, it's against my ethics now, to be fair, even though I'm a butcher. Yeah, I chop up dead animals for a living, but I don't like people shooting them. Kind of weird, I know, but there you go. Right, anyway, let's see if we can find another composition I'm going to get out of Dave's shot.